Welcome back, everyone, to the 2022 Moldex3D webinar series. My name is Alex Baker from the Moldex3D North America office here in Detroit, and this is the one. This is a webinar topic that has been very heavily requested, and we couldn't really not include it in our 2022 webinar series. We really want to make sure everybody knows how to fix surface mesh errors in Moldex3D Studio. It's a very highly anticipated topic by many, I'm sure. Just a couple admin things before we get started. Please keep your microphones muted throughout the entire session. This session is being recorded, and the recording will be sent out to all participants who fill out the post-webinar survey. Any questions may be sent through the chat section of Teams, and I'll be happy to answer all of those questions in our Q&A session at the end of this webinar. Our agenda is as follows. We're going to go over identifying service mesh errors. How do these errors occur and how can we fix them? And then we're going to get into the service meshing tools specifically. How do these tools work and what can these tools help us to do? All right, so we're just going to jump straight into it. We're just going to go top to bottom through all of these service meshing errors. We're not going to get into the solid meshing ones here. We're just going to be working on the service mesh errors. All right, first of all, the errors come in two different flavors. We have the red errors and we have black errors. Red errors are actually things that we need to fix before moving into the solid mesh. You won't be able to move onto the solid mesh if there are red errors. Red errors will show as a red number over here. Black errors will show as a black number. And these are more like a warning, or you might have to figure out what is causing these black errors, because sometimes they are crucial to the mesh, sometimes they aren't. It depends on the situation. So those are the two different types of colors that you'll see in your error tree. Starting right off with the free edges. So everybody probably knows what a free edge looks like in Moldex3D. If you've ever brought in a service that wasn't complete, or maybe if you've brought in a model from your CAD system, you might see free edges. They are just two mesh edges that don't connect with each other, or it's a group of service mesh edges that don't connect to any other element. This will happen when either there is a missing element completely and missing surface, something like that, or if two surfaces are completely disjoined. This can actually come straight from the CAD system. If the tolerancing is so different from Moldex3D and the CAD system, then all the surfaces can become dissociated from one another, and therefore all of the surface mesh elements will not connect. This can be easily fixed in CAD Doctor, and it should be noted that a lot of these errors can be avoided by just running your model through CAD Doctor. So it's very highly recommended to do that before trying to bring your model into Moldex3D.